On a shelf next to my desk sits a row of knickknacks uniformly grayed by years of accumulated dust. I pass by them every day without really noting their presence, but even now looking at it, I know the tenets of the shelf down to individual details, as they are all equally fond mementos of each phase of my elementary school life. Because when I was in elementary school, I wanted to become a magician. Trust me, all my friends, my parents, even my grandparents assured me that being a magician wouldn't be an actual career path, that I would need to choose a job that is more sustainable. And in a cosmic sense, that became true. Puberty forced me to like rap music, to like enjoy watching football games much more than playing with magic toys. But as soon as I read this quote by Mother Teresa about committing small acts with great love, this memory and the whole memory of playing with magic toys in my elementary school career rang a bell in my heart. So in this speech, I want to demonstrate to you that ultimately, the fact that we care about something right now, the fact that we want to make the world a better place, step by step, in all its subjectivity and imperfection, can be enough. The assigning value to seemingly minuscule actions is never a bad thing if you can execute it with a caring heart and great love. And I'm going to demonstrate to this through two pieces of information. Firstly, through extending my personal narrative, and secondly, giving you the example of Gail Halvorson, the candy bomber. Firstly, my personal narrative. You might be confused right now. Why is this guy talking about magic? It has nothing related to this code. Well, personally to me, magic does. Because the one person that truly accepted my magic passion and hobby when I was in elementary school, not my parents, not my friends, but my elementary school 5th grade math teacher. He himself, Mr. Klinkerman, had a passion for magic, not only when he was in high school and in his adolescence, but to this day. So every day after school, whenever I had the time, I would visit the math room, ironically not to do more math, even though I needed it, but to talk with Mr. Klinkerman about magic. And this was not a big act for me, or a big act for him, 30 minutes out of his day. But that meant the world to me, because every day when I went to his room, I would not have to worry about anything, stress about what happened with my friends or at school, but engage in the action of sharing information about how to become a better magician, new trends that are happening within magic toys with my math teacher. And now that I think about it, this gives me a lot of sense of fulfillment that my math teacher, although he may have not noticed this, may have had the biggest impact of it. That small act of inviting a 5th grade elementary school student that has a similar passion with you, without any biases or stereotypes, inviting them to your math classroom for 30 minutes, a couple of times every week, may have meant the world of difference for that 5th grader, because that 5th grader was able to realize that there was a community, that there were people in his life that cared about him and cared about the small things that he cared about with a great heart as well. That's why, even through my personal narrative, I want to prove to you that small actions that you may not notice may have a world of a difference to other people are things that you should execute with great love and a caring heart, because that small action may have a big impact and a profound impact on the lives of people you care about. The second example on the same line with this is the example of Gail Halvorson. Gail Halvorson was a soldier, a pilot that worked during the World War II. And what he did was very, very simple. He didn't make a big change. He didn't create a medical innovation that saved the millions of lives of people in World War II. He didn't do something like completely create a new charity that helped the most vulnerable refugees that happened during the World War II. What he did was very simple. Every time he and his crew flew over the Berlin Wall, he dropped pieces of candy for the children across the border of the Berlin Wall that didn't have enough money to pay for their food. And this small action meant a world of a difference for those children, because access to that candy was vital. It gave them food and safety, but most importantly, it gave them a smile. Thank you for listening.